And yes, the poem I'm going to read was actually inspired by a recent trip that I did to Japan, where it's still possible to have a job for life, and sometimes even after that. The Shinto way of death is for those who toil, who have given their joys, their pain, their days to gods with household names: Nissan, Hitachi, Toyota, Subaru. In return, at Madkoya, the names have built vast shrines for those who served, their dead watching entombed as their spirits hatch into birds.
Wow.
And I thought you might like this one because it's got a keep in it, and although I live in Farnham, I've never been to the keep in Guildford. And it was inspired by my mother, and for those of you who don't know my mother, there's a picture of her on the wall at the back there, because I had the great privilege of growing up with Alice in Wonderland's Red Queen, and my poor father and I never knew if we'd done right, wrong or indifferent. We were about to lose our heads. So this is set in our local grocer, which at the time was called David Gregg's, not to be confused with the very shallow modern version of Gregg's. David Gregg's. The bell like a budgie's brass as we open the door. The smell of slabbed cheddar. Me, nose pressed against the beeswaxed counter, watching Mr. Anselm guillotine the crumb-edged ham, while the Red Queen orders lean, trimmed cutlets in her best voice. On Friday, the delivery van, the sturdy box brimming with green gauges and brown paper bags, coffee and chicory like thick oil, loose tea, semolina, fat blocks of lard, eggs in cardboard racks stamped with their coats of arms. Me on the floor, pouring dried rice from bowl to saucepan, liking the sounds, watching the bloated ankles shift weight as the box is unpacked. If she is queen, then I am princess, hiding in the keep of a mystical castle, formed by the stout legs of the table, a place where I feel safe. The last one is very short. Give me Radio 4 and I will give you the world. And this was a short programme about my very, very favourite creatures, which are whales. Those old mothers who call across 8 leagues and more with the sound of a balloon that has learned to hold its nose. As vast and diverse as Atlantis, they glide like barnacled starships through realms of ink lit up by galaxies of krill. They still leap to heights as if they've been fired from a barrel and plummet back with the grace and straight of a ladder. They're born with all the choices of the seas inside and swim with geriatric sons at their flanks for decades, waiting for their daughters' blood to cool, to teach them what it is to be old, what it is to be mother. Thank you very much for listening.